welcome to Simmons Stadium for the broadcast of this is the title fight, the heavyweight division. Battle for number 1 in country Victoria, and obviously from our point of view we want the boys from Geelong to win that. First of all, let's welcome Nick Brown. How are you, Nick?
Good, thanks, Milky.
And safe trip down, and obviously you're going somewhere after this event. You're dressed up to the nines, you're on the hunt, on the prowl, are we, mate?
Just stepping up for the occasion, Milky.
Are you swearing hands with anyone, Nick, or not?
No, not tonight.
Obviously having a crack tonight, then brother, look at that, yes. And another great friend of mine, Matty Kershaw. Welcome to Football Geelong website. How are you, mate?
Good, Milky. Thanks for having me.
I would like to say the same for you, mate, but good to see you with some clothing. That's fantastic.
It's good, isn't it? It's early on a Saturday night.
Yeah. It's if only.
Yep. Probably not the audience, I think, Milky.
No, mate, good to see a few of your boys flattering out there.
Yeah, it is good. I think it's everyone's proud when they've got some players representing the local region, and I'm no different to any other coach, I suppose. So.
And I don't know what we're going to call you, Alex. We'll have to call you the roving reporter, Alex Tagani. Welcome. He's got no headset, so he just nodded. That's good. Yeah, thumbs up. Yeah, that's it. That'll do. Thumbs up. Kirsch, we were just chatting briefly before this started about the guys that actually are representing, whether it's better that it becomes compulsory, or you want the guys that actually want to play.
Well, I think it's, I personally, this is only my view, but I think you've got to want to play these type of games.
Yep.
Representative games, and everyone takes a different stance on it. I guess someone like myself who's grown up in the region, you want nothing more than represent your region. I guess players that sort of come back from AFL levels, it may not mean that much to them, but I think you certainly want to play, and if you make it compulsory, I think you should want to play for your region, to be honest, and be proud of that fact.
I think it's fantastic that you have a look at what Brzezinski and Scarlett run around out there. That to me is just sensational. And first of all, why wouldn't you want to play with those guys? But also, these guys get up today, they get into history.
Yep.
Local footy history, which is, they're the guys that have pinched the title off of the Goulburn Valley.
Absolutely. And you read Scarlett's comments as well, and he's pumped for today. He's proud to be representing the area as well. So that's a big thing for a bloke of his calibre.
No stranger to this ground.
No stranger. The special comments. Here he comes. Yeah, that's the old Port Fairy jumpers the Goulburn Valley are wearing. That's purple and gold. That's the old when I played at Colac, mate, to play against Port Fairy, and you looked at those. Used to think they were the worst jumpers ever, and nothing's changed. Purple and gold. It's just disgraceful.
Down there at Port Fairy?
Yeah, mate. Yep. Ronnie Wearmouth went down there after I left and destroyed the joint. So, I'm just wondering, Alex, whether you can help me. Matt, they told me in the Goulburn Valley room that Matt Pollock, number 18, is not playing, but there is an 18 out there, and I don't know who it is.
Yeah.
So I was suggesting that it's probably one of the other guys who's jumped into the number 18 jumper. So we're going to have a bit of trouble with these guys.
Number 24 has gone to full forward, and there's no 24 on their list.
Yeah, well, let's get the Geelong boys right, eh? Let's see how we go with those for a start. Paul Kirby rucking for Goulburn Valley. If he's probably the rover, they'll probably pull the Swifty on us. He's up against Banjanin to Tunji, Sheringham, all in the guts. Neither player wins it. Comes out the back to Wellington. He gets it short across to his teammate. They're off to a flyer here, Goulburn Valley. Almost overrunning it on that occasion was the Simon Buckley, the former Melbourne Collingwood player. Good to see a player of that quality running around Eddie Kirsch.
Yeah, absolutely, and a good contest there with Brzezinski as it goes to the outer wing. So
yeah, he'll know what he's doing there as well. There's another one.
Exactly.
Good use of the body there from the big fella from the Goulburn Valley in Kirby. Gets it forward, crashing his way through. Well, here he is, number 18. We're going to call him Matt Pollock because you don't know anyone else. He's gone. Good pressure from Scarlett. Wins the free. Gets it onto Batchelor. He'll love this. The green here, Batchelor. Little give across to Tunji. Then over to his teammate in Donahue. Donahue goes forward. Wells is a target over the back. Can they get on at the top? Oh, Geelong, good handball. He was going to handball in Polyurus, but he didn't, and he minor score.
Yeah, a bit more space there too. There's obviously no talk to him.
Yeah, one thing I like about him, Kirsch, is he keeps his feet. He's very good at keeping his feet.
Well, he does like the gym kick. He's renowned for that at Werribee.
Yeah. The kick out comes to this side. Oh, bottom of... Sorry, we're just getting a bit of a hand here.
Prismal just fumbled.
Yeah. Oh, big leap. Did he give away the free kick there? I'm thinking Tommy Stewart stands the mark. Called play on. There's no 24 on the list, so I don't know who that is. Nick Spalding at the back.
Nick Warnock, 24.
Daniel Lowy, did you say that is number 18? Young kid. Daniel Lewis, can't read your writing. Batchelor gets it, half back. Dishes off the handball. Comes out to Wojcinski from Jimmy Allen, recognise those boots. Back to Wojcinski, goes the old 1-2. Hey, he's going to have a bounce, is he? No, he's not. Calls Wells forward, but it's Broomfield that gets the fist down. Good over to... Oh,
His Bister crunched.
his Bister, he's good as looking as his sister. Comes at the back. Got the free.
Free kick.
How old is he?
Wheel and go.
Oh, and his beautiful kick finds Wells. They learn not to leave Big Wellsy alone.
He just sagged off him a little bit, that number 20. You'll only do that once or twice.
Nick Warnock is 24. Thank you very much. It's good to have helpers around that do their job. Didn't even have to ask either, did he, Nick?
No, he just went did it, didn't he?
Yeah, that's it. Wells, 40 metres out. This to extend the lead. They have one behind. Wells doesn't generally miss those. He's kicked plenty on this ground on the main day, and he kicks Geelong's first. They go 1-1-7 to the Goulburn Valley. No score. 2 minutes 50 gone.
Not going to get many kicks much easier than that today, is he?
Oh, just watching that number 20 O'Keefe. He just was happy to guard some space and zone off rather than actually go with Wells in, and I'm sure the runner might come out to him and tell him not to do that again.
Yeah. I can't even get my headsets on, so I'm not sure. But back in the middle. Good start from Geelong. Let's hope it continues. Goes early, the Goulburn Valley ruckman. Jimmy Allen in there, comes out, knocked clear of Luke Morgan. Or set of fast heels there from Brendan Hollow. He comes out wide, finds his teammate, and that one is Tom Sullivan. They're going back, finds his mate again. No, I thought it was Hollow again, wasn't it? It's Sheldon. It's not the former, that's not Kenny'sbury, is it?
It's Tommy Sheldon.
Tommy Sheldon, not Kenny'sbury, is
I
it?
think it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because he was at Brisbane, wasn't he?
He was.
Yeah. Good mate of mine, Kenny Sheldon. I should know what his son's doing. Scarlett wins the free. He's at half back. The umpire telling him to play on. What's he doing?
Get on the line.
Oh, give me a speller. This is one part of umpiring I can't stand.
Well, he's not having a shot for good,
No.
is he?
What impact on the game does him being 1 metre off the line matter?
None whatsoever.
Exactly. And you would think that you're getting noticed enough wearing that pink rubbish, fella, without drawing more attention to yourself.
Former Geelong boy Daniel Lovick caught him up on that one too. So.
Van Jannen overruns it. Lovick best on ground last year, we're told. Comes out the back. Jimmy Allen at ground level. What can he do? Umpire's blown a whistle, but he said, give it to me. Up we go again. Van Jannen and his opponent again in Kirby. Goulburn Valley go forward. It's Lewis. Good work by Lukey Bath. I like this boy. Best mark overhead for his size in the comp, I reckon.
He's a good player.
Finds Palliaris in the middle of the ground. Goes out wide, looking for Linton.
Should have the runners.
Got the runners, as he mentioned. Batchelor's there in support. Linton, a shocking kick. And that was only to the feet of Jai Sheehan. He wouldn't be used to that sort of stuff. Wants better disposal on that. Comes out the back to Luke Morgan from Goulburn Valley. Tries to set something up. Wobbly old kick down the line. Good work there from Lukey Bath again, but out-positioned. And it's Goulburn Valley who has kicked it to nobody in particular, but good running there from Lewis. Gives him an option. Gets it back to his teammate, and that's that Hollow who's very quick. Goes forward, and that man is Warnock. What can he do? Nothing. Just sees it over the boundary line. 1-1 plays nothing at this point. What are the matchups, Nick? You'll have to keep an eye on who's doing what.
No worries, Milky. I'll be on to that.
Tatunji off for a spell by the looks. We've had a third for a quarter. Nick, you'll have to work out whether he's trying to tell you. Ball up, 20 metres out from the Goulburn Valley goal. Can they work something out of this? Up they go, third man up. Bit of a shove out there, but good work from that occasion from Tommy Stewart. Comes out. Donahue has a spot, punched away from him. Oh, talk about being in the right spot at the right time. Wellington gets dispossessed. Got it high, pays advantage. Good work on this occasion. Bath again, gives it over to his teammate on Sheehan. Sheehan tries to get around. Oh, took an eternity, but he does the right thing. Gets it over to Adam Donahue. Donahue calls his man forward, puts it out in front of Bloomfield. Oh, doesn't quite get the legs. And it's picked up on this occasion by Jason Morgan. Morgan, back pocket. Wobbly old kick. Donahue gets the spoil, then goes back and gets it. Good work. Goes back to his teammates. Comes off to Jimmy Allen. Jimmy's got plenty of time. Spots Bloomfield in the pocket. Goes... Well, as you can tell by Matty Kershaw's... that was a minor score. Could be 3 straight.
Yeah, they've missed a few easy ones, haven't they?
Could be 3 straight.
Into it, and Donnie should have kicked that one for sure.
Very unlike Donny to miss those, isn't
Absolutely. That's the pressure, I suppose. It's going up a cog again. It's probably equivalent to finals, I suggest.
Yeah, and I'm suggesting that you get used to that because you'll be playing. Nothing more certain. Up they go. Oh, might have got one high, I reckon, there. Polky comes over the back there to Herbison. He gives it over to Palios. Goes in the pocket. Keeps it in play. Comes back to Sheehan. What can he do? Oh, just coughs it up. Gives it over to his teammate, opponent rather than Tom Miller. But they've coughed it up, and Matty Scarlett takes the mark.
He's 7 possessions.
He's killing it, isn't he? He finds Linton. So he plays on immediately. Doesn't wait for the umpire's whistle. I reckon he snagged it.
Yeah, good play. Good go.
Jimmy Linton, the Colac boy. See, something good comes out of Colac.
The road. Scarlett was good then. Good press. Just smart player.
Yes, he's had plenty of it, Nick.
Yeah, as Matty mentioned before, they've just, that pressure early has just got to both sides, but mainly Geelong. They've had a few chances, they've spread them both. Yep. So you'd hope that goal now just maybe settles things a bit, and they can get on with it.
Absolutely.
The battle ends in a bit of strife. 6-1, they try 2-3. Sorry, they try Murray. 6-1 comes out of the middle. Oh, I don't know if he got anything on that. He didn't. The umpire spotted it. The big fella in Kirby.
Allen 50. Protecting the zone with his arms up.
I think the free kick will be to be going to Abbott, isn't it?
Yeah, Ruckman.
Yeah. He's a bit like the old the Indian off One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, the way he walks down. Just taking his time. He's not in a hurry to do anything. This is the first appearance of the captain. Did he start?
He started in the middle.
He did start the guts, yep. Big Abbott from Grovedale comes in. Man on the mark is no more than 30 metres out. This for a great start for Geelong.
Oh.
He's just leant back.
Shank.
Probably that's Sheehan who tried to take the mark and bit of a shank, and at least he got a hand on it and didn't go out in the full. See if they can get something from the throw-in. 2-2 to 0 at the minute. Ball comes in. Front spot. 2 Wells. What can he do? Oh, Palios, did he get one high? He certainly played for it, but nothing doing, says the umpire. Threw his head back there.
He certainly did, didn't he?
Yeah.
What about his gold chains weighing him back?
His grandfather used to make the best fish and chips in Colac. Don't you hear about it, mate? I can tell you. Pete's Fish and Chips in Murray Street, Colac. One for the rushed. Kick out. It's been all Geelong so far.
It has.
And I tell you, if it's like that all day, I'll be more than happy. Oh, good fist away from Tatunji. Dive in, try and get his Palios again. Rolls, traps it. Oh, good feed across to Linton. Linton goes for goal. Can he get his second?
He has.
Yes, he has from the pocket.
That was Kieran Palios' pressure skills then were terrific. That's what caused the turnover, and he locked it in, and we got a goal out of it. So it's a really good play.
He's quality, Palios. Don't worry about that. He is absolutely quality.
I had him a couple of years at Werribee, and he played development league at Werribee, and he always showed something. He just copped a few injuries, unfortunately, but he always had that something. He's got a good work rate.
Yes, he has. And Isbista comes back on. Great name, that. Isbista. She should have a sombrero. Balls up in the middle. Abbott. What can he do? Goes to the opposition though. They go round the body. You're going back. Scarlett drives the fist into it, but it only goes as far as Buckley. Buckley's set upon. dispossessed.
Jimmy's
Ball's
great.
coughed up to Sheringham. He goes up and under, but the big fellow in Kirby will take this on the chest in the centre of the ground. Getting called wide, but he decides to go to half forward to his big leading forward. And was that Sam Vale? Was that 8 or 9, that bloke? Looks like Vale. I reckon he's nailed it.
That's a good goal.
That is a very good goal.
Yep, for his size, very agile.
Yeah, it's Sam Vale, it was. Took them 11 and a half to get it, but they got one. One goal straight, trails 3-3-21.
Just needed that goal just to stem the flow a bit, as you mentioned, Milky, that Geelong, you know, was definitely everything was going their way. So just to stem the flow a bit and get things back on even terms almost.
Yeah, and a quality goal from deep in the pocket too, I reckon.
Yeah, Geelong played just overcommitted and got the easy possession running in.
Back in the middle to Tunji. Gets it free and gets the advantage. Pots it out in front of Sheehan. Good hands. Yes, you're absolutely right, Alex. There should have been a fist on that, but he just let him mark it. Yeah. Sheehan to line up for his first. 3-3, plays one straight. It probably could have been quite easily 5-1, I reckon. In comes Sheehan, doesn't let him down. Gollenprad didn't even move. Not a step.
I think that was the first clear centre clearance as well, and you can see how damaging Tungi can be with his skills when he gets out a bit of space.
Just watching Wojo running off. It just looks second nature to him, doesn't it, on this track? Just
He's done it a few times.
there he has, mate. Yep. Yeah.
Luke Bath comes back on. He's had a good first quarter. Luke Bath.
Yes. The back six have been good.
They have.
Yep. Yeah. Back in the middle. Van Jannen wins this one. He goes back and gets it. Goes round the body as the big chief comes in. So be careful your P's and Q's. Paliuris goes to ground. Dishes off the handballs. Dispossessed though. The big fella in Kirby takes a mark in the middle of the ground. Dishes off the hands quickly. Away they go. Goes in the link. There's Sheldon. Sheldon gets it short. Puts it out in front of his teammate. Looks over to Brain. James Brain goes towards goal. Minor score. 1-1-7. Goulburn Valley trail Geelong 4-3-27. 20-point margin at the 13.5 minute mark. Kirsch.
He's pretty quick on the lead, that Vale for GV. He's got him off a bit twice or 3 times now, so Jimmy Allen comes in board. Nice little chip kick, gets the 1-2.
How many times has he done that?
He loves that.
Doesn't he?
He doesn't.
Good running.
Wouldn't be surprised if he gets on the end of it somewhere here too.
Was it millimetres away?
Yep.
Comes out to Wellington.
They got the numbers here.
Yeah, they have got the numbers, but going back, Tommy Stewart. Been doing that all year and doing it well.
Oh.
Look, shock and kick. Van Jannen, big enough to, can he get in the way? Wrapped up the good tackle there. It looks like Sheringham from here. Wrapped him up in the tackle.
Got to be given, doesn't it? No.
Yeah, that was Tim Sheringham, who wrapped up in a very, very good captain's tackle, we'll call that one. Up they go again. Van Jannen and Kirby. Kirby hasn't had a change at the minute. Running with the footy on this occasion is Linton. He's been very good so far. Gets it back from his teammate in Prismal. That's the first time I think I've called him. Linton on it again, but it's Allen. Gets Hell. He'll get and give. No, he won't. Comes back. Goes in the hot spot. Up goes Bloomfield. Got hands to it and didn't hang on. Was that... who was that out there?
Donny.
Comes back to Bloomfield, goes round the body. Was that Sheehan? That wasn't Sheehan, it was a Polky out there. I didn't notice him come on. With the long hair going to centre forward now.
Sheehan's over there.
No, there's two of them beside each other. No, the one on this side. Going the contest now, I think it's Polky. Yep,
Polky.
Yeah, Stephen Polky. Gee, showing plenty of run, Goulburn Valley. It'll take a little while to settle, but they certainly putting on the afterburners now. Again.
Vale.
Comes out to his mate in Vale. Goes forward. Geelong calling that out in the full, but has obviously stayed in. They got another loose one in the pocket, but the kick wasn't good enough. Trying to get his way through on this occasion is Mitchie Herbison. Gives it the old 1-2 to Nick Spalding. Spalding goes down the line. He's found Scarlett. No, he's got running by his teammate. That was Polky, I think, wasn't it? Scarlett dishes off the handball to Linton. Linton, quick give. No, I thought he tried to give it away, but he couldn't. Back to the opponent there in Hollow. Hollow goes forward. Centre wing on the far side. Couldn't be any further away. Dishes off to Tommy Sheldon, they've just come inboard with that one. He goes to half forward.
Well read.
Absolutely well read by Mitchie Herbison. How often does he do that?
He's very good at it.
Switches. The kick really wasn't that important. Gets it across to Batchelor, had heaps of room. In turn, he gets it across to Jared Young, the Grovedale boy. Jimmy Allen quickly gives it across to Batchelor. Full run he is. Has a bounce. Decides to direct traffic. Then pops it out, but it's just... Oh, you need to hang on to that one, champ. Trying to crash his way through.
Prismal.
Oh.
His sister.
His sister! He really killed his sister! But it's Sheringham, goes towards goal. Doesn't get the lucky bounce. Minor score. Gee, they kick out quick. They're back in this Golden Valley. They've sort of, almost like they've woken Kirsch.
They've stemmed the flow anyway, that's for sure.
Out and half back. Another poor kick. Jimmy Allen, he has had plenty of it in this quarter. Goes forward. Sheehan can't hang on to the mark. Running on to the footy is Andrew Reardon, the former Grovedale player. He's good pressure from Sheehan, as Kirsch intimated there, and it goes over the boundary line.
I think two players have probably helped him get back in it. They obviously Big Kirby, as you said, he hasn't even had a spell yet. He's working hard out there. And the other one is their captain down forward, Paul Newman, in the long sleeve. He's working tirelessly down there.
Paul Newman. Good name, isn't it? Half back. Comes along the wing. Van Jannon just chops it off. Their disposal hasn't been what you'd consider for Jimmy Allen. Gets the give and go. Puts it into his teammate in Luke Bath.
Yeah.
Bath has an option, decides to reel back onto his left foot, goes in the Sheehan direction, gets one hand on it, knocks it down. Van Jannon was the rover. Loose ball. Give across to his teammate there, Golden Valley. They're on half back. Up and under. That's a shocking kick. That is paddock footy, that one. Yep. Lukey Bath takes the mark at half back. Quickly goes to Van Jannon. Has to shield the sun from his eyes. Then it hits him on the shoulder, but he goes be good enough to go back and get it, the big fella. The Golden Valley trying to work it out of there, but Tatunji gets it, then wears the tackle, then tries to dispose of it. Oh, good pinch, just when he got it, Palioris, Yumpy blew the whistle.
Certainly the pressure skills of Geelong's are different at the moment. They're just putting countless pressure on GV and they're just turning the ball over.
Yeah, it's what it appears to be at the moment. Van Jannon just copped the sun right in the eyes there, and then he tips it back over his head, but it goes straight to Ogden. They go forward. Tommy Stewart in the mark, third in line. Oh, ducks his head, does Lewis. Then gets wrapped up a second time. Oh, great tackle there from Jimmy Allen. Lewis goes back and gets it. The long flying, he looks like a tall Ronnie Wearmouth. Comes out the back, Luke Morgan. Puts it over his teammate's head. That was James Wall. He's a well-decorated footballer, James Wall. Off the deck goes Tommy Stewart and has the luck of the boundary line. Goes over. James Wall is four-time VCFL squad player or something like that, I think.
It's a good effort.
Yeah, so he's quality.
He was 20 metres in the clear then and they missed him.
Yes. Over the back, Van Jannon robes his own footy, then gets it across to Palioris, who in turn gives it to Linton. Linton on the wing, goes forward for Wells, gets one in the back, does he? No, says the umpire. Bloomfield, what can he do at ground level? Coughs it up, Sheehan, who in turn gives it to Wells. Wells is on the run, and there's another one. Good. That was really good pressure footy from the forwards.
They did. The three of them, Sheehan, Wells, Bloomfield, was terrific. As soon as the ball hit the ground, they weren't letting it out.
Yep, as soon as the defender dropped that mark earlier, the pressure was on.
Yep.
Look at the changes here.
They've made 5 rotations here.
I thought Spalding just come on. He's just gone off again. But
That was 5.
yeah, fantastic. Wouldn't you like to have the luxury of that?
Yep. Well, Kirby, has he been rotated yet?
No, still in the middle. Still in the middle, and he's the old red face. It's about ready to burst.
He is. Well, this is Abbott's second stint. Van Jannon's had 2, so this is their 4th rotation with Kirby still going against the 4 rotators.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem. They must have someone else. They've got a couple of big forwards down there you could throw on the ruck to give him a rest at some stage. Lewis tries to crash his way out of the middle. He only goes as far as Turnover again. Herbison at half back gets it over to Linton. Linton gets around the man, dishes off the handball to Wojcinski. Wojcinski quickly to Abbott. Abbott in turn across to Palioris, who's wrapped up quickly, dishes off the handball. Then does he drag it in? Is the umpire going to ping him? No, they've wrestled it out of there. Comes out by Sam Bale. Dishes off the handball. Then a kick from half back. Wobbly old kick it is too, but a good judgment there from Simon Seven. He goes deep into the pocket. Good use there from Paul Newman. I thought that went out of bounds, but he just keeps it in play, keeps going. Tommy Stewart's got his work cut out here, so he drags it in, does Newman, and that's rushed behind for the Goulburn Valley. They go to 1-2-8, 5-5, 35.
Churnside was good then because I thought Vale was on a good lead. It's a good player, Churnside.
Comes out to Wojcinski. He would have run these wings plenty. Oh, great mark from Polky. Quickly gives it back to Wojcinski. And he takes on Lewis, then gives off the handball. Centre of the ground, Big Abbott. He gives it over to his Rosedale teammate in Jared Young. Puts it forward. Broomfield's a target. Cheehan there to help him. No, it's not. It's his best. He gets it in the goal square. Fisted through. Another rush behind.
See Wojo get run down there. It wouldn't happen too often in the AFL, would it? Maybe a year out might have just dropped off the speed a bit.
He actually backed off because I think he was just trying to set it up. He didn't put the afterburners on. Yeah, he backed off a bit. And it cost him. He's still got it, yes. Balls comes towards the boundary line here. Goulburn Valley trying to get out of their defensive 50. Kick down the line. Mark to Lovick. Haven't seen much of Big Dan.
Haven't caught him much.
No. Up they go. Lewis. See why this young fella's put in the side. Goes to Bradley Green. Nothing like the... I said Brady Green. I was going to say nothing like the Bradley Green I know. Mark to the big Paul Newman, the captain. Got a good shot of this one, boys. I'm actually looking at the camera. I'm not looking at the goals. I'm looking straight at the camera.
It's a luxury we don't have every week.
Yes. This goes straight down the barrel, this one.
Captain's goal needed here by Newman.
He's been good.
Comes in, head over the footy. Puts it out, hangs it out to dry, and it does not come back. Big Abbott takes a mark, doesn't even score from it. No, hang on.
Good mark.
Good mark.
He'll play the mark.
Goal umpire started patting his chest.
Just like to get involved every now and then.
Correct.
It's gone back. Tatunji went for the cheeky handball.
You'll still get it, I think.
Abbott was a good mark there against the point post. Dishes it off. Again to Tommy Stewart. Stewart goes down the wing. Got his teammate. Oh, just... Richie Herberson.
He's been good.
Yeah, no, the other bloke just seemed to lose the flight of the ball.
Yeah. Oh, that wasn't...
That wasn't so good. Yep, give him a wrap up and look what happens. Jason Morgan, he goes forward. Sheringham's got two to beat here. Stewart is one of them. Oh, good tackle from Tommy Stewart. Throws him over the boundary line. And that was Nick Warnock. Yeah, it hasn't been too bad, Herberson. Comes up Abbott. The young fellow in Lewis went up and competed in the ruck on that occasion. Ball comes out to Lovick. Forward to Newman. He's got two to beat. Scarlett at the back. Fists it away. Last time he did that it cost him. Hands off. Comes over to his teammate in Adam Donahue. He's been good here. He's Batchelor all by himself. Wheels around. Gives it across to Bath. Bath gets around one. Gives it back to Batchelor. No, he doesn't. Kicks it across and puts it in front of his teammate in Palioris. Palioris got it clear. Go at goal. And just kept turning.
Yep.
Should have had two by now, Palioris.
I think he's in two minds and whether to maybe go for Bloomfield on a one-on-one or have a shot. And then he done neither.
It just swung away and kept swinging. Neither shot that difficult. Kirsch?
No, I wouldn't have thought so.
Oh,
Let it out the back.
boy Lukey Morgan stayed down, the little cheat at the back, and he gets the footy. Up forward goes Warnock. Takes a mark, goes to his captain. Wojcinski! Good spoil, Wojo.
Yeah, good.
But he in sporting, he takes it over the boundary line. Fantastic. He'd be giving away a few inches there. Or, sorry, centimetres, boys. Good effort from the Woj.
Just got out of the back on the zone then, and so GV had the numbers.
Up they go. Lewis jumps high at the back for Goulburn Valley. Sheringham cops a tackle from behind. Lewis goes back and gets the footy for Goulburn Valley. They're calling for a free kick. He's still rolling around on the deck with it. Loose ball comes out to Sheringham. He's thrown to the ground unmercifully by Simon Buckley.
Umpire's letting it go.
He's letting it go, and we're going to have a ball up right on the paint. 5-7 plays 1-2. And I can tell you, the Bellarine have made some sort of a comeback. 4-7-31. Trail Murray 7-4-46. Don't have a GD score, unfortunately. Don't know how we're going to get one. Oh, I thought Timmy Sheringham had that kicked out of his hands then. Good work from Abbott. Knocks it over the boundary line.
He's had a good start, Abbott, I reckon.
8 games last year before he broke his collarbone. Really. This mate, ask him who wore number 9. Ask him who wore number 9 for Richmond in 1982. I'm telling you, he'll know. Good fist away. He's a footy trivia machine. Donahue crashes his way through. He's been good as well. Straight out of the half back. Puts it out in front of Donny. Bloomfield gives it back to Batchelor. Batchelor's got a couple of options. Wells is one of them, but he kicks a pumpkin and waits for it to bounce. And it's going to bounce into Sheehan's hands, who in turn has to give it over to his teammate. On that occasion, here's Pista! What can he do? Tackle the top of the square and we'll have a ball up.
Goulburn Valley done well there to save that goal, isn't it?
Well,
pressure was on.
Probably the kick from Batchelor is inside-out torpedo.
Yeah,
Flat
it's a
punt.
shocker. Rolls, wrestles at the top. They defend well here, but it comes out the back. Jared Young, what can he do? They're just about getting in each other's way, the two Grovedale boys. Abbott gives it across to Wajinski. Little quick kick, but didn't find a Geelong player. Oh, shocking kick again from the Goulburn Valley player. Comes across to Luke Bath. He gives it across to Wajinski. Across to Jared Young. What can he do? It's knocked away from him. Abbott has to go and help him. Well, gives away a head-high tackle, I thought, on that occasion. Spooling in there. Good first quarter from Geelong. Quarter time, 5-7-37. Goulburn Valley 1-8.
Oh.
Suppose we'll give the goal kickers and then we'll have a break. Sam Vale is the only goal kicker for Goulburn Valley. For Geelong, we've got Josh Sheen with 1, James Lincoln with 2, and Clinton Wells with 2. And Palawura should add a couple, but he didn't.
3.
Yeah.
Had a chat to Wally last night. He seems pretty relaxed. He wasn't giving too much away, but I think he'd be pretty comfortable down there with a scoreline like this at the moment.
Umpire holds it aloft, and as we said, Kirby's still there, Van Jannen.
Tutungi and Allen in the middle. Sheringham.
Good work, thanks for that. Up they go, overruns it, does Van Jannen, but comes through to Tunji. Can he keep it in his path? He can't. Ball's Jimmy Allen got one high from Big Kirby. Umpire 60 metres back. Now that's when they're good, those umpires. Quickly gives it away to Prismal, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yep, Prismal goes forward. He's going to get a kind bounce here.
Oh. From inside the square.
Inside the square, and Jimmy Allen gets up limping, Kirsch, looking like that.
That's too much.
Well, he's going quiet. He's actually going right. Yes, he is right as a shoot.
Nah, he looks like he's going to stay out there. Maybe he's just tapping it.
Corky. Prismal.
I think he was looking for Bloomfield on the lead, then it just went over his head. But I think Jimmy might have just got one in that contest. Obviously not too serious because Jim would have come off. There was a player waiting to rotate, so he's just going to run it out by the look of it.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you wouldn't risk it. He's too smart for that.
He is.
Back in the middle, up they go again. Van Jannen jumps high, gets it high, gets another one high. Come on, umpire. We can see it from here. You must be able to see it from there.
Oh, he's a lot closer. It's not going to help the Corky any.
No.
Shows it doesn't matter if you're a debutant or a 3-time McGarry medalist, you're not going to get a free kick.
No.
Too easy out there.
Ball comes out the back again to Morgan. Morgan dishes it forward at ground level. It comes back to his good Brady Green. Good smother. Again, good running there from the boy Tom Sullivan. But they just keep coughing it up. Jimmy Allen again. Got no one to give it to. So he goes back to Ben Jannen. It goes across to Scarlett. Probably be in the best 3 for Geelong anyway. Sheehan fists it forward to the advantage of the GFL. But boundary line would be its friend on that occasion, and it rolls over.
Good play by Sheehan. Then he was just, it was a quick kick by Scarlett, caught behind and just thought, well, we might as well reset and go again. Whacked it over.
And just as we speak, Jimmy Allen's coming off the field. The physio's gone out there and he's just decided to come off for
I think
checked out, I guess.
Yeah, I'd say we give him a rub and he doesn't seem to be concerned, Jimmy, does he?
No.
Tunji tries to crash his way through. Looked up at the umpire waiting for a free kick, but nothing happened, and now he's pinged him.
See, they pay that one.
Yep. In fact, I just looked at the Goulburn Valley runners. Look at they've got the shorts with the green tops. It still doesn't look good. good work from Wells.
Is he?
And gets a free kick.
Yeah. Just held his ground, didn't he? Held
Yep.
front spot.
He's a unit, isn't he? Wells puts it out in front of Sheehan. God, just spotted him, laces out.
They gave him too much latitude there, Sheen, and
This is probably the start that the Goulburn Valley didn't want Geelong to have. Already got one in this second quarter. Coming in for their second.
It's a good position to be in when you've got, you know, almost 7 goals up and blokes like Palioris and Bloomfield are yet to score a goal.
yep.
Sheehan comes in, goal umpire moves across to his right. He's got 1-1 now, Josh Sheehan. Obviously the goal kicking practice required down at Newtown. No comment from Alex. Back kicks to himself, then plays on. Scarlett in the middle of the pack, gets a fist on it. It's fisted
that one.
forward.
You see how it gets out the back of the zone, they're out.
Yeah, but another poor kick.
Absolutely.
Another poor kick.
And they should have some good spread here.
Well, he puts it out in front of Linton. Rocky, geez, good this kid. And then what does he do?
That's two of that. We've done Milky.
But it comes off Daniel Lovick's knee, and it comes across to Luke Barth, who in turn goes to Ben Jannon. Ben Jannon, his pistol is there, and Barth chips it over. Got his teammate Palioris. I can hear Barth yelling from here. But it's Palioris. Where's he gone? He's gone to the top of the square. Back there is Scarlett. I thought it looked like him. Oh, Ben Jannon. Did he get him high? No. Yes, he did, said the umpire. I thought that looked like Scarlett. He snuck down.
He did. He's still hovering down there too inside the 50.
Good on him. Well, another poor kick. Linton should trap. No, he can't. Gets a poor bounce and it goes over the boundary line.
Snuck forward a bit this year, Scarlett. I think against Bell Park when we covered that game, Milky snuck forward and kicked 2 or 3. So
Yeah.
maybe Wally's just giving him that licence just to push up if he wants to.
It's funny they got one of those sort of players from each side, isn't it? Lovick and Scarlett that sort of play that zone off football, and you know, I thought they might have gone a defensive half forward on Scarlett today, but clearly they haven't.
They've. I'm hoping they're aware that you put the pressure on Dan Lovick. He's under pressure with his kick if you get at him. Oh, good work there from Kirby. He just keeps going, doesn't he, the big fella?
He does.
Good. This Hollow can run. He gives it across to his teammate in Brady Green, who in turn finds his mate in Tim Luby.
Oh, Jesus.
Again,
Terrible kick. He's going for goal then.
Yep. Churnside wrong-footed, fell over, and he was heading to goals. Churnside, wasn't he?
Yeah, well, so was Newman, and the kick come off the side of his boot and just fell on Newman's arms.
So Paul Newman, he hasn't had a score as yet, but has been fairly handy up forward for them. In he comes, Paul Newman. He won't miss from here, and he gets there his first for the quarter, and his first goal for the day.
Jimmy Allen back on, but still moving a bit ginger.
Yeah.
Not feeling too friendly, is he?
No.
Bit of
Did you hear the concern in the coach's voice there?
Like you said, he's a professional. He wouldn't go back on. You watch him come off for his next rotation, he'll do his mandatory vomit on the side of the boundary line like he does every rotation.
Seriously?
Yep, you watch him next time he comes off.
It's a wonder he needs the green boots. It's not like he needs anything to help him stand out there, is it?
No, that's true.
Up they when you call it. Up they go. Oh, good work from Kirby. Bad bounce. Oh, coming out again is Hollow. He in turn gives it over to his teammate. That's the young fellow Sullivan. Goes across to his mate in Ogden. Ogden back to Sullivan. Sullivan at the top of the square, and there he is. Newman, one hand up, grabs it. Holding.
Just after that last goal, you can just tell, isn't it, the Newman, if they want to get back in this game, he's a key.
He is.
He kicked a goal, I reckon it was a minute and a half ago. So they're back-to-back. This will be the first time back-to-back goals for if he can kick this. 2-2 at present, trailing Geelong 6-8. In he comes. Doesn't let him down. He's got his second.
Just gives it a little sniff, doesn't it?
It does.
24 points.
Geelong kicked 1 goal 2. No, 1 goal 1. And Goulburn Valley have kicked 2 straight in this quarter. What's happening up the highway? Ballerine 4-9-33, Trail Murray 8-4-52.
Jared Young's gone into the middle. Tungy off.
Tunji off. Up they go. Oh, Kirby wins it again. Jimmy Allen just gets over to Donahue. Donahue keeps his feet, but the ball stayed with the Goulburn Valley players on the deck.
Sheringham was good.
Wojcinski, little grubber to Bloomfield. Bloomfield scoops it forward. Wojcinski goes back and gives him a hand, but the ball doesn't go over the boundary. Everyone's stopped.
Still going.
Still in play. Goulburn Valley get it out of there. Comes back to that Hollow again. Wrapped up with Sullivan. Comes back to, is that Hollow again? He's found the big fella Kirby. Just keeps on going, this big bloke.
He's a warhorse.
Yep. Goes to the outer side. I reckon that's Hollow again. Goes forward, looking for Newman or Lewis. And it's Lewis on this occasion who takes the big grab.
Very lively early on in the first quarter, Lewis, and it's a little bit surprising that he wasn't considered a starting player in this team. From what he's shown so far, he's definitely showing them why he should have been picked.
Got a tough shot. Right in front of the new light tower. They look like a big disposable razor, don't they?
They do.
They should be sponsored by Bic. In he comes, Lewis, he kicked from the paint, and he has managed to get it home.
That makes it 3 kicks now.
Yep, they're back in this game. 6-8 plays 4-2. Just the key forwards coming into it from the Goulburn Valley. Yeah, yes, that's it. Trying to get into the game. This time we need to just keep the pedal down, the foot down.
Certainly Hollow's getting a lot more of the ball through the midfield, isn't he? With Lewis and Newman.
Kirby just smashes it forward. Young tries to take it with him, but he leaves it behind. And the change they've been making is pay on Linton. Good work, good skills, comes out of the middle, gets it across to Tunji, who sees Wojcinski in the middle, who rides the bump, done very well. Quickly gives it over to Allen, who fumbles the footy and leaves it behind. Dishes off, it's all Latrobe Valley. Coming out of the pack is Simon Buckley. He in turn gives it across to his teammate in Durwood. Durwood goes for it. Oh, Tommy Stewart, good mark. Oh, he was going. He was gone. He finds Bath. Bath got a paddock at the moment. Decides to come down the line, find Linton. He'd be in the top 3, Linton.
He's been good, hasn't he?
Yep. Oh, hugs the line, Paliuris.
I think that was on the full.
Yeah, it was on the full.
One step kick.
Yeah. Oh, here we go again. 7. Yes.
Crowd not happy.
No. The umpire goes away. Puts it up for the tall forward, but there isn't a single forward there. Tunji takes a mark on his own, gets it across to Allen. Allen puts it, the kick's not great either. His kick is intercepted by Durwood, who goes out and finds his teammate in Luby. Luby goes towards goal, and he's got minor score.
Just taking the foot up a little bit
there.
Geelong.
They can't get it past sort of centre at the moment.
Pumped up Linton's tyres, and what's it? He goes and kicks it on the full.
It's 3 times I think today, Milky, we've done that.
Yeah. Spalding goes across to his mate in Herbison, gets it back, does the old 1-2 wobbly old kick from Spalding. Donahue doesn't let him down, goes hard at it. Wojcinski's in there as well. He dishes off the handball. Oh, the old give a look away from Prismal. Gets it across to Sheehan, who tries to avoid the tackle. Bad hands though. Puts it behind Paliuris.
The momentum in pressure swung a little bit, hasn't it? It's sort of gone back to GV now, and they're putting the pressure on Geelong boys.
Boundary thrown right in front of us. Abbott and Kirby. Kirby knocks it down. Oh, clash of heads there, I reckon. Umpire says free kick over here. The 2 Goulburn Valley blokes banged heads.
Yeah, they did.
Sam Vale gets it out to his teammate. Up goes Lewis. Spalding is giving him too much ground. May have to make it. Oh, he's picked up Jimmy Linton.
Yeah, they've got to make him pay here because Geelong have got numbers here.
Oh, he's gone up. Wells!
Yeah,
paid the mark.
Good mark.
He is a gem, this bloke. He spotted Sheehan on his own. He has made fantastic ground.
Good work, mate.
Man in the mark stands 48 out. What sort of a kick is he? Because he...
Gone off.
No, will I turn me back? Well, asking, can he kick 55? Can he? Sure. Yeah, no problem. But he spotted the captain.
Might test his hamstring.
Yeah.
It's really hurt Goulburn Valley if Geelong concede a goal here or kick the goal, because as you saw, Goulburn Valley were off and away. Lewis just that lazy kick to a Geelong player there. She's turned it around.
Sheringham comes in. No. Minor score.
Milky, just as we do most weeks, just a couple of shout-outs. Just got a few texts from a few of the Hamilton boys back home in the hometown. In Lockie Crawford, Joel Riddle and St Joey's defender from last year, Dylan Gunning, just saying that...
Oh, Gunners! Hey! Comes out. Oh, Scarlett almost pulls it down. Free kick though to Wells. Surely it was Wells that went to ground, not Scarlett. Keep going. Batchelor's the call. No. Look. Gets it across to Scarlett. Scarlett pumps it in towards goal. Bloomfield set up for him! Oh, he didn't take the mark. Ball's it crumbed. The umpire's going to ball it up right at the top of the square. Oh, that was set up for him, wasn't it?
It certainly was.
I think Matty Scarlett would know that too. I bet he would. Top of the square. Can they do something with this? Kirby again smashes it forward. Kicked around the body from Sheldon, and I reckon he put it out on the full. He has.
It's never going to be a boring match when you got Bloomfield running around, is it?
No.
Right. Oh, Batchelor. Kick finds Prismal.
He'll play on in his left ear. Yep.
He goes around the body. Hits a post. Ooh, whiz. We don't know our own players much, do we?
No. I just saw that bloke was still on the ground. I thought he'll go here.
Yes. Kick out. Oh, there's a free kick.
Yeah.
Another free kick. Simon Seddon was the kicker. Free kick to Matty Scarlett. That's Scarlett, isn't it?
Yep.
Scarlett bombs it in again. This time Sheehan stands his ground. Oh, almost takes the mark. And concede does Tommy Sheldon. Another rush behind. 6 goals, 11. 47 is the GFL. 4-3, 27. 20-point margin. Kick goes straight down the middle. Lewis up. Doesn't take a second grab. Ball at ground level. Good spin. But, Herbison. As he does. Then kicked it into Jared Young. Ball comes out the back. They're doing a good chain of handballs here from Goulburn Valley. Comes across to Seddon. Seddon then gives it across to his teammate in Sullivan, I think that is. He goes long. Oh, another bad kick. Lukey Bathcote just almost lost it. Gives it across to Spalding. Sends it to the throw. Ooh, I heard someone say Delubi goes long.
We got numbers.
And
That fella.
Luke Morgan, he put the hands up. He should have just snapped. What is he? He's not a rover. He is not a rover at all, is he?
He's let that go, and it's bounced on a leg spin angle for a point.
Yeah, he's not a rover, because most rovers would just snuff at that and run in and kick the goal.
Correct.
Scarlett across to Tommy Stewart, that is, has a bounce, goes down the line. Sheehan got to gave away the free kick and missed the mark. They've got numbers here.
Starting to get a lot more numbers. 3 GV.
Yep, 7 I think that is. Goes forward.
Scarlett in the bottom.
Oh, dragged him down, did he or not? No, the umpire said yes. Free kick to Newman.
Yeah, you disguised that
No,
all that well there, Scarlett.
No.
Now they're going to pay the mark, not the free kick.
They have to.
Okay. So this to get him the 19-point margin, this will drag it back to 13. And it'll be Newman's 3rd goal for the quarter. So in he comes. Kicks, goal umpire didn't move, straight through the middle. That's his 3rd. Gets him back in the game.
Been very impressive, Goulburn Valley this quarter. At quarter time you sort of got that feeling that you thought Geelong might have just really blown them away, but to their credit they've fought hard and they're staying in the contest.
I think all the indicators have turned around. You know, what Geelong were doing really well in the first quarter. GV are now putting it back on them. So
Ballerini in bit of strife. 4-9-33 to Murray. 10-4-64.
We spoke in the break. Do you think that's a scoring end? What do you think the wind's doing it? It's sort of hard to tell from here.
I guess this quarter they've kicked 4, and Geelong kicked 5, so 9 goals to that end.
Back out it goes to the outer side. Sheldon sends them forward. Stewart goes against his teammate there in Spalding. Gets it back to Scarlett, who kicks around the body. Crashes his way through his Donahue. Did very well. Gives it over to his mate. Palios goes down the line looking for Wells. Bounces off his head. There's 2 grabs. Then Kenny does go back and pick it up, the big fella. But he's got 3 to beat.
He hasn't got much support.
No support there. Goulburn Valley work it out. Those kicks are missing the target. They're hitting them. Luke Morgan gets it. Goes very wide. Not going to find his teammate there, and it goes over the boundary line. Yeah.
Jimmy Allen's, I don't think Jimmy will come back on. He hasn't been back on for a while, and he's limping pretty badly down there.
Just walk
Okay.
the boundary line. Just
He hasn't come back on for at least 5 or 6 minutes.
Yeah, so Lewis has got a free kick here. And we saw that other kick. He'll put this in the square at Leona. He's gone to the pass, but it's to Tunji, who gets one in the head as he takes the mark. That's Fitty, mate. That is Fitty every day of the week. Scarlett lets him know. That's a very poor decision from the umpire. Goes in the Abbott direction. Good roving there from Mitch Herberson. Then does he get one high? No. Play on's a call. Stacks on the mill. We'll have a ball up. And Mitch Herberson has a word to the umpire. You didn't think the head wasn't high enough?
Certainly thought it was high.
Yeah. They go Abbott. Flicks it down. Across to Palioris. They tap it forward here, Goulburn Valley. He's dragged that back in, umpire. Lewis is a bit slow to get up for Goulburn Valley. He's done an ankle by the look of that. Ball up, half forward for Goulburn Valley. Up they go, Abbott gets up very high. Free kick
Against them to Bachelor.
against the Bachelor.
It's good to see they've given Kirby a rest. It's
Yeah.
the first time into the 17-minute mark of the second quarter he come off.
Yeah, he's a big boy, isn't he?
Yeah, and thin.
Yeah, Bachelor, a bit slow to get up here. Ferguson working.
He's got the Rick Wilds about him, I think.
Yeah, fair call, yes, hasn't he? Yeah, saw Rick the other day. He's copying one of your boys now.
is, he's
Up he goes, Sheehan at the back. Get in front, son. Taps down. Polkey, wrapped up straight away. A good assistance there from Jared Young. Make sure no free kick given away.
Davin Reed and Pink will throw it up.
Yes. Less said the better. Oh, Lewis knocks it down, then gets it himself. Gets it out to Brady Green. Bouncing ball. Wraps up Churnside. Picks it up. Linton. Dougie got one high, yes.
Good call.
Good work, young fella.
It's been good.
He has. Not going to say anything, mate.
No.
He kicked it. Goes forward. Spalding down there. Ball bouncing. They dish it out the back. Almost overruns it, Tom Sheldon. Then goes round with the left. It's 2-on-1. Good work here from Donahue.
Oh, good play.
Does very well. He's been good too.
He was outnumbered then and he just thought for safety the boundary line.
I think he accounted himself very well for his vice captain.
It's been good.
Spinning ball. And Jannon knocks it down, but it's Goulburn Valley again. Morgan again kicks forward. Fisted from Luke Bath. Needs a clean pick up here. Oh, good work there from Churnside across to Luke Bath. They're out here.
Yep.
He's got Herberson. You heard the South Barn boys in front of us say, go Herbie. Herberson looking for a target. He's got Sheehan leading into space. Oh, beautiful kick and a beautiful lead. Oh no, it's even better. Polkey. Good lead though, wasn't it?
Terrific lead. Good skills, Mitch Herberson. Coached him at Barwon Eds as a young kid, and he even had a lot of class back then. He was always going to be something.
That was when you had the heart surgery done on Eds, wasn't it?
And that was my last year at Lara, actually.
Lara, was it?
Yeah.
Well, they were going to give me heart surgery, mate, but they couldn't find one.
They put one in me.
Polkey kicks a wobbler, but I think it'll be enough. Taken still, no wobbles, it's still worth 6 points. It's his first. And a much needed one, Kirsch.
Absolutely.
I mean, coming Goulburn Valley. Probably not. That's probably why they're number one for the last three occasions.
Yeah, it's not going to sort of, I suppose, they are number one for a reason, so Geelong's just going to have to keep battling and withstand these comebacks of sorts, so...
Up they go again. Kirby knocks it down. He's not going to tie that bloke. I think
he's
that's not. 2 on 1. Going back and getting that is Sullivan. Comes out the back. Picks it up. Goes forward. Good spoil, Luke Bath. Then has the presence of mind to tackle him as well. Comes out. Then goes now and gets the ball himself. Good work, Lukey Bath.
That was good play.
Palioris, Herbison and Bath for 3 fairly tough nuts. Banjanin wins it, knocks it down. Wojcinski walks it over the line. Thought there might have been a few more here, but it's not a bad crowd. I think if they'd had the GD as the curtain raiser, they might have filled a fraction more. Can't see why we've got the GD at the road and this one here.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Geelong's on the TV.
Yeah.
Foxtel.
Comes out the back to Sullivan. Sullivan gets it over. Scarlett. Go.
Bit this year, actually, Scarlett. Injury pills before a game, maybe. Tim
Luby's decided he wants to have people saying that he belted Scarlett.
Probably didn't have to do that either. He was always going to take possession, the GV player, and probably just wrapped him up.
Sheldon goes with the left, kicks it to no one in particular. Good spoil of Tommy Stewart at the back. Newman. Fourth for the quarter. Ooh, did you hear that? Something got that right on Scarlett.
Probably a fair call.
Back to 13 points.
He's got a short fuse, the old Matty, hasn't he? He's still going on with it.
Probably just letting him know that that goal probably stemmed from that free kick, I guess.
Yeah. Now he's gone to play on him.
Yep.
Up they go. There's Kirby again. Knocks it forward. Jared Young gets ridden into the back. The umpire says free kick to you. He's got Linton wide. Ignores him. Got one better into Tunji further afield. Unloads. He's got his teammate in Prismore.
Yep.
The left, what's he going to do?
He's too deep here.
Oh, okay, all right, we'll let you call it. Hello?
No, he'll kick the goal.
Here he goes.
Oh, jeez.
He's pissed. No, doesn't get the mark. Does get the crumb though to Herbison.
Wasn't a very good effort by Prismal. Footer, drop punt from there.
Yeah, just end over and straight through the middle.
Yep. The runner would be going out and telling him right now.
Should be. Herbison. Daniel Lovick it is that has the kicking out duties. Puts it right here. Up he goes. Banjanin should not let him down. Quickly gives it across to Bath. Bath needs to spot one. He's got Sheehan right in the goal square, but he doesn't get to him. Oh, sorry, it was to Tunji. Was at the top of the goal square. Wobbly old kick. Batchelor's in here if he can keep possession, but no, good work there from Brady Green. He's got 3 to beat. Does well. Oh, they've got one out in Sullivan. Sullivan with the long sleeves. Goes to centre half forward. Luby. Oh, he knew Scarlett was coming, I reckon. Yes, I reckon he did for sure. Out the back Spaulding. Finds Batchelor. Stay in. No, it does. Ordinary kick from Spaulding.
I think he was bracing himself for the GV play.
Yeah, certainly was. He knew he was coming.
Yeah.
Might have been why Scarlett went to him, you think, just to have that mental advantage
Possibly.
over him.
Yeah.
Spinning ball comes in. Banjanin, was he held? Out the back it comes. Wojcinski. Bounce. Oh, and it does. Over the top. Sheehan. What can he do? Little chip. He's found Pokey. His teammate Batchelor tells him head towards goals as Clinton Wells comes for a rest.
He's been caught behind the last 3 times. Sheehan, I don't know whether the quick kicks just come into him too quick or...
In comes Polkey. Another wobbly kick, but I think it's got the points.
Yep.
It's They're Ian Tompkins like. That's it. Tompkins used to kick him, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah.
He didn't miss too many though.
No, that's right. It's his second Porky, and a needed one by the GFL. 27 and a half gone. Back to 20 points. 8-12. Let's hope that doesn't cost the 8-12 to 6-4.
Well, like we said earlier in the broadcast, that Geelong did miss some easy goals that probably could have put this game a bit further beyond. But to GV's credit, they've fought back.
It's almost like they found their touch. Van Jannen wins this one. Knocks it down. Set upon was I reckon it's Hollow in there again. Yeah, it is. He's been good for them.
He was their spark, I reckon, in that little comeback.
Yep. Up they go again. Kirby front spot, wrestles it. Oh, Linton crashes his way through. Doesn't hit Sheringham with the target though. Oh, got a trip. Did Hollow, but I reckon the umpire tripped himself. Oh, loose ball. Linton has the footy again. Goes to centre half forward to Tunji. Lovick almost took the mark. Tunji knocks it forward. Broomfield got sat on. Comes back to Tunji. Does very well. Dishes off the handball. Wrestles with the footy. Umpire lurking. Balls it up. Nearly 29 gone. 30 metres out from the Geelong goal. Be a good one if they could pinch one right now. Up they go. Kirby knocks it. Saw it coming, did Isbista. Fisted at the back. Needs to keep this in. Linton's got the sit. Lewis.
What's he paid there?
What's he paid? Paid advantage to Linton.
Played against Lewis for not being
Has he
right
got
on the ball, but
Polky, what can he do? Keep your feet, son. He's got one at the top of the 50, but he decides to kick it to the Tatunji in the Tatunji direction. Good hands. Out the back it goes. They're away here, Goulburn Valley. To the outer side, Scarlett and Luby. A good battle. Just about smell it from here. As the siren goes for half time. 8-12-60 to 6-4-40. A much better quarter on that occasion.